Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Want to tell you about my sponsor, NordVPN. They will provide you with seamless digital protection for everybody, especially if you're in a certain state and can't access TikTok anymore. Might need Nord. They got online security, hide your IP, fastest VPN, and global coverage, multiple devices, no user tracking. It will provide you with threat protection, MeshNet, dark web monitor, and a dedicated IP. You get more than just a VPN with NordVPN.com. You can stream while you're away. They have a great mobile app, which I've been using. Browser support, very easy to use, 24/7 support. I've been telling you guys about Nord. Let me take you over to the gaming screen, and I will bring up my command that has all their information, right? So it's nordvpn.com/DanielFreak. You get Nord for a 2-year plan. Plus, they'll give you an additional 4 free months. You can try it out risk-free for 30 days right there at my link. Hope you guys will give them your business. How's my buddy Stay Hopeful doing? Yeah. Wanted to be sure that I dove into some of the features for them. And if I sometimes I'll mean to do it during the stream, and if I don't do it like first thing up, I may slip and forget. So yeah, I'm doing great. Eyes getting a little better. Still need to get the air conditioning fixed in the house, but yeah, Montana yesterday, state of Montana, they blocked TikTok, right? So like, I don't want to tell anybody to do anything they're not supposed to do. I don't think you get arrested for looking at it or something. But if you got Nord, just skip over to Idaho and watch your videos. Yeah, and they've been a really cool sponsor. So appreciate you lending your ears to hear me talk about them. So yeah, my AC's out. Stay hopeful. It is like 90 degrees today. Yesterday was like 97. And I can't get anybody out to look at it till tomorrow. So I've been doing a little bit shorter streams because this room will start to get hot after I'm in here. And the kids play t-ball this evening, so just going to be a quick one, couple ranked games, and definitely rather check in than not show up at all. It's not good at all, man. It's because, and I don't know if you've ever told me where you're at, and that's okay. Some people don't want to describe where they're at and locations, but I'm in Central California, and it gets hot out here, and it's already warming up. So, you call these AC repair companies, and everybody else has their ACs breaking down too, and they need maintenance. So they couldn't see me for a few days. So, been opening up the windows and putting the little box fans in there and getting after it. So I saw something that said Charlotte is one of the best possible expansion destinations. And I know that's North Carolina, but that'd be kind of cool if you guys got another team out that way eventually. I'm pretty sure Nashville's going to get a team next round of expansion. And I was reading about all that stuff because of the A's and the possible move to Las Vegas. So you've been playing the show, you've been playing ranked, BR, any of it? Oh, I'm swinging through. You're 30. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, like if they had a team there, then you could go, catch your favorite players and stuff coming through. I think I'm swinging too early. I did put this up on Legend, so I need to just let that travel a little more. Just started playing the show this year. So I started in 19, and I really enjoy the game. However, I think they've made a few mistakes along the way, but still, yeah, it's a fun game. Go to the Panthers and Hornets games. Not very good team. Hornets got the second overall pick, right? I believe. I saw some crazy deal that like the Charlotte franchises, they missed out on so many great players that went first overall when they've had like the number 2 pick. Like they missed out on Shaq, but they got Alonzo Mourning, and I forget who else was in that mix, but they've been really close to landing, generational talent type players. But maybe they'll get somebody good. And you guys already got LaMelo there, who's fun to watch. And I know they had a lot of injuries last season. somebody else we should pitch. Man, I just don't think I have anybody that's that good in the rotation. I wonder what Mantl's going for. I do want that Mantle card, but I know he's sky high. MJ, yeah, I read something that was saying that he may be selling the franchise here eventually, but I don't know if there was any truth to that. I figured he was going to own them till the end of his days. Man, this card is expensive. All right, so I'm a long ways from Mantle. Be fun to just go rip packs and pack him, but the odds are so low. I think we are. Yeah, we're at 695. Hopefully, play a couple games on Hall of Fame. Would love to World Series push, but got to get into the 800s first. I remember when Jordan was the general manager of the Wizards many years ago too. I think he got frustrated with how they were playing, decided he was going to unretire and went and played for him. All right, so we'll throw Walker. I hope that works out. Hey, what's up, Matthew? I'm gonna pause here. I was just catching up a DM real fast. All right, so we're both paused. Matthew, what's new, buddy? How's your afternoon going? I'm facing the Stro show in this game. And when I was paused, I should have looked to see if we're on All-Star. That looks like an All-Star PCI, but sometimes my eyes play tricks on the old man. Hopefully this eye doesn't look so red for you guys watching. Still bloodshot today, but it looked less red than yesterday. I got jammed up there. Oh yeah, that's a big tournament. The PGA, right? I didn't watch any of it so far today, but I usually dial in and watch quite a bit throughout the weekends. Yeah, I love golf. It's definitely my favorite sport. I did see Bryson DeChambeau was leading. Yeah, I didn't know he still had the lead, but I looked maybe an hour or so ago at the leaderboard on my phone. Before I got on, I was playing dolls with my daughter and reading storybooks to her. We were reading a bunch of Peppa Pig books. Scheffler's in second. Yeah, those guys have been winning a lot. Could see either one of them taking it down. Just my swing timings are off at the moment. Ooh, I almost got dotted up. That was close to being a strike. That was ball 4. Put a pretty good charge in it, but I think it's going to die out, unfortunately for me. Scott is tied for second, as well as Corey Connors. Do you guys play golf, Matthew? Stay hopeful. I've played pretty much all my life. I grew up around my dad and my older brother that loved playing. So yeah, had golf clubs is like one of the first things that I would go out and play with in my front yard. I just kept swinging early, so of course would have been nice to jump the lead. Let me pause. I don't want to waste up all my timer, but one thing, are we playing on? Oh, we're hitting on Hall of Fame. Okay, looked really big to me, the PCIs. I was still early, even though it was Hall of Fame. Probably because he throws so soft. Going to the high school golf banquet right now. Very nice. And Matthew, I don't know if you have a desire to play, but if you could jump on like a high school team, oh man, you get to play on a lot of nice courses and travel with friends and all that stuff. Of course, it would depend on the school as to how many good players there are, but some of the schools around here, not a lot of kids play, so wouldn't be really hard to make like a golf team. Yeah, golf's awesome. Definitely encourage you guys to play. It's about to rain and pour for Stay Hopeful. So I have a license to teach golf, and I worked at a golf course for years. And I would help the boys team and the girls team of my hometown. They would come out, and I'd help with the instructions for their coach. It was always nice to see them get better at the game. Varsity won regionals at your school, so you guys are a pretty good team, and you're in a really big golf destination, right? I mean, I don't know particularly where you're at, but I know like South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, all that's supposed to have a ton of great courses. That's bad phrasing, Matthew. Very funny though. Boy, needed that deal. Turn two. One thing that I believe about the game, it's not true for every opponent, but these guys that like to play in hitters parks are usually good hitters. Whereas a player like myself, I prefer to be in, a pitcher park because I think I have a better shot to do well there. I saw somebody talking about releasing the pin, so to speak, on pinpoint, and then pulling down and getting more perfects. But I tried it there. That didn't seem right. Oh man, yeah. I love playing that PGA game. Haven't been playing it much of late, but yeah, that's a fun game for me. Like football, mostly watch golf and basketball. What's up, Bo Diggity? Josh, good to see Josh. Had fun going to the Wells Fargo on Sunday. It was fun. I've been to Riviera Country Club. They used to have a tournament there. They still do. I forget what the corporate sponsor is now. It used to be called the Nissan Open back when I went, like in '05. So that was a lot of fun. And also I've been to Monterey for the AT&T program, and that one's been good. Toasty Toaster. Honestly, right now it's not too bad. After I've been in here for a couple hours, I'll probably be sweating. But I got the house, all the blinds are drawn, had the cold air circulating through, and yeah, it was really cold last night in the house. At least that's good. It has dropped quite a bit. Hey, thanks for coming and chatting, buddy. Hope you have a great time. If I'm still on when you get home, please come back. Trying to get your 5 wins. Thinking about buying Musina instead. Yeah, me too. Like, I mean, they're coming tomorrow, but who knows? Who knows what they're going to tell me? They might say the unit's ready to be dead or something, and then I don't know how fast they can get your replacement unit, and I know the cost can be really high on those. It's not like we're gonna live without AC all summer, but yeah, hopefully it'll be okay. 83 got the windows open. I think we're around 90 today. Yeah, so it's not too bad. I think it was 74, 75 in the house. The hallway has a little thermostat thing. Um, but yeah, I went and bought 2 box fans, and I got those circulating air into my home. And I had a big one of those metal ones that like you put on the floor too. I got that propped outside in the backyard and blowing through the house. I had that blown up at one of the ceiling fans. One of the first things we did when we got our home was we put ceiling fans in just about every room. I think we installed 6 ceiling fans because I don't like the feeling of the air not moving. So we got those everywhere. I'm really happy, to have it. I mean, it's not necessary probably to live with them, but it's nice for us. It was a good investment. Yeah, first game of the day. Figured I wouldn't try to stream too much because I figured it would get hot in here for one. Also, just getting everything kind of caught up. Daughter's parties come in Saturday. She'll be turning 4. And today's T-ball day, so just kind of a fast stream. Probably 2 games, but maybe 3. Just depends if somebody quits out or something. He's not going to quit out, hitting a home run on me there. Yeah, he hit some pretty good yesterday in practice. My daughter's very consistent, though. She was doing really well. They just had to adjust the tee down a little bit for her. Once they got the right height, she was cracking them. Then the youngest one wants to go out and play with the siblings, but she's not old enough quite yet. Probably beginning next year, I think we can get her signed up. Ginny, how's the laundry mat going? I shouted out Ginny and Bo Diggity, aka Bodog. I need to. No. I think I have your commands actually right. Bodog is there, but yeah. I hope everybody will follow you guys as we're just getting going. I'm about 3, maybe 4 weeks still till be switching back into night streams and early mornings. That's going to take some getting used to for me. I thought maybe I should dive, but I thought he could actually just scoop it. Got it in the dryer about 10 minutes. Have you encountered that weird person again? I think it was a neighbor, right? That they like took your stuff out or something. I don't know why I didn't think of that instantaneously, but I thought last time you mentioned the laundromat, somebody was messing with your stuff. Sucks with your face, can't rage. No, okay. Hopefully you don't see them. Hopefully they're, using the river and a washboard or something. This guy just isn't having a hard time with the sinker and isn't chasing much. Some really good players right around 700 at the moment. Oh, instead of the... No wonder you're not going to see him. I was thinking it was all the same thing, Jenny. So I'm guessing your apartment just like provides it for the residents then. And I remember the story, and then my brain just switched it over to like, hey, at the laundromat is where the issue happened. Got the own dryer and washer. Oh no, it's going to be a 3-run shot. I guess the only good news is it's in frickin' Coors Field, but this guy's a solid hitter. Hey, coffee time, good to see you. So I don't know. It's like I don't want to take out Walker this early and just kill the bullpen, but I might have to. You're at the thing where every first and third Thursdays church here sponsors free laundry for 2 hours, up to $30. Oh, that's cool. Now, do you have to be a member of the church, or are they just one of those churches where they just hook everybody up? Officially on vacation. Let's go. You doing anything fun on vacation, or are you just gonna play the show? Not that that's not fun, but like, are you traveling anywhere? for vacation, I think is what I mean to say. It's for the town. That's very nice. Atlantic City. Is there no casinos in Canada? No, there is, right? Because I'm pretty sure you said you like to go play poker. But Atlantic City's just going to be fun, period. I know like certain religions, I think Sikh religion, you can go even if you're not a member of the church, right? And go get something to eat, which I think is a really nice service that they provide to the communities that they're in. So it's nice to hear like that church is like, hey, this is for the town. Okay, so want to come do laundry? We got you covered. Niagara, and a couple around Toronto. I think he panicked. He probably could have had two. He might have got a bad throw animation, but at least we get a run out of it. Hey, where the cash? Good to see you, buddy. How have you been? Good to see everybody. I mean, but yeah, I feel like I haven't got to chat with you for a while. That's awesome, man. Almost 2 years. Time flying. Thank you, Where the Cash, for subscribing to this stream. There's a lot of good streams out there. I feel bad I haven't been streaming quite as much of late. Matt Ice, hey, the hype train's about to leave the station. Matt, thank you. 28 months. I saw Kobe yesterday, Matt, and I was thinking about you and all the buddies. I think he said he'd been hanging out with KBA a bit. So the main ones are Toronto. He's going to get me out of the play. I thought I was going to pull the sneaky, having Jazz go around. That was dumb. I was lucky to get the infield hit. So Niagara, Toronto ones are mostly slots and ponies. Don't stream while you're bored. I will be. I'm about to switch, whether I want to or not. I'm not going to have babysitting. So I'm about to go back to late nights and early mornings for about 4 months. But that'll be starting like mid-June. It's been nice to sleep through the night and stuff, but I don't want to not stream for 4 months, so I'll get readjusted to everything. But I'm doing good, Matt. How's your brother doing on his recovery? Oh, Chowderhead, what's up, man? Chowderhead, one of the other moderators was looking for somebody that can do 12-0 runs, and I don't know that you even want to bother trying to log into somebody's account, but I pinged you in my Discord server along with Brenton because I know you guys are pretty consistent on the 12-0s out of people that I know and trust and see frequently. So, and if not you, maybe you could point Deadso like a right direction if you know anybody that's doing those types of services. Because I see those accounts that follow and they're like, oh, guaranteed World Series or whatever. But I don't know if those guys are legit. But anyhow, you may not want to bother trying to go 12-0 somewhere else. But yeah, I just thought like, hey, Chowderhead can do it. Yeah, now there's a big stub premium on it since they changed up how they're doing things. So Matt and Where the Cash, thank you guys. I will write down both of your names here on the wall. What is up with Jeter? Jeter made that error yesterday on a double play ball. Like that's the live series collection, right? Like why isn't Jeter fielding that easily? I know it's a hard hit ball, but I mean, come on. Got to do it for yourself. Still in the hospital, doing a lot better. They're going to move him to a closer hospital for physical therapy soon. He'll be there for 2 weeks. There are guys that do it, promise it feels way better to accomplish it on your own. So rewarding. Yeah, definitely not something I would want to do, but like the 2K community, there's those account grinding services. I know the guy that was asking, like he would hold up his end of the bargain if a deal was agreed to, but Yeah, I've only gone 12-1 like 3 times, and no way I'm doing it. But to me, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like it's a big deal to do it. I don't mean to make it sound like that. Like I'm just not that worried about it for myself personally. If I can hit World Series, I'm be very happy with that. Chowderhead can choke one for us. All right, we'll get out of the inning. We're trailing. Trying to have him eat a lot more. It's hard with a broken jaw. Got to get the calories up. Do you get to visit him often, Matt? Because I'm guessing it's probably because, like you're saying, they're going to move him closer. So I'm assuming it's kind of a drive away for your family. I thought I laid off. Really feel like I should be going off on Stroman, but he's sequencing pretty good here. Yeah, he may as well keep throwing him to the outside. He keeps swinging him. Chowderhead, are you concerned about the Celtics, or do you think it's just game one jitters or something? I was looking for that sinker in, but that's still a late swing. That's too far in to swing at it. I think Boston's going to get through, and the Nuggets. But a lot of times I'm wrong. My title has a little clickbait. Just try to get people talking NBA, if they want to talk NBA. But just yeah, whatever we can do to get people chatting with us. Been slacking, hard on your emotions. Realize you got to put those behind you. Go spend time with them. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, it's not for me to tell you what you should do, but it would um, probably brighten up his day a lot just to get to see you. Whereas for you, it's tough to see your brother, not being himself 100%. But like you said, yeah, just kind of get yourself in the right mind frame and make the journey, which I think would be a great thing to do when you're up to it. Oh, buddy, yeah, no problem. Lock in, Shatterhead. I didn't know you were in the run in the moment. Yeah, go win, buddy. Oh God, what am I doing? I'm not hitting the ball. That's for sure. Let's see. It's right, left, right. So I think try to get to the left-hander at least. Hopefully. This guy was just really tearing up Walker. Walker is one I would like to get out of my rotation, but I was thinking to save up for Mickey Mantle. Kind of torn between if I want to upgrade the team or save for Mickey. Sometime before the weekend, doing a trip on Monday. And he's sitting dead red. That one's murdered. Ricky can't take it anymore. He's diving into the wall. Alright, so I saved him for the lefty. Now I wish I would have made the change. But alright. Henderson will get that one. And I gotta just keep reminding myself, just need to get like one solid hit, right? And then confidence can go down and you can make a big comeback in this type of park. All right, so we got Duvall coming out. Cano's not quite full bar. I guess we could throw Eckersley. I have Eckersley in and Hoffman. The Eckersley captain card didn't work the way that I thought it might. Even on the ones that he's hitting for fly ball outs, like this guy's close on a lot of the swings. Matt, another thing I thought about you and this one's going to get knocked out. Harden is opting out. Do you think Harden stays with Philadelphia, or do you think he's going to go somewhere else, Matt? So Coffee Time's going to be living the life. He's on vacation. Going to Atlantic City. Have you been to Atlantic City previously, Coffee Time? Definitely going somewhere else. And then Doc's out. Like it's crazy how, you lose a game 7, bang, coach is gone, stars are opting out. Where if they win that game 7 and get to the next round, maybe everybody stays, or maybe they go win it all. But Celtics ended their year, and then bang, there's a fallout. Yeah, I know Lillard keeps talking about how grass isn't greener, blah blah blah, but his his window is starting to go by a little bit. Um, being up there in Portland. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't try to get onto a different team somewhere. Yeah, this guy's just cracking everything pretty much. Let's see if Young can get the one pitch out. Do you think Kyrie's staying? I was under the impression Kyrie's going to try to go to the Lakers. I know he's a free agent. Yeah, I left that in the middle of the play. Yeah, this guy's just smashing the heck out of it. I'm going to need to score 15 runs to have a shot in this game, I feel like. You can see at the moment I'm not on that type of pace. Where the cash? You pick up any good cards lately? I've been thinking about buying a box and opening it on stream. If he leaves, there wasn't any purpose to trade for him. I thought they would spark their season and try to contend this past year, and then if they would have contended, then Kyrie probably wants to stay. But now that they seem like an uncertain deal too. I think Kid's got to be somewhat on the hot seat. Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder what the future holds there in Dallas. Yeah, have you bought any cards lately? Worth the cash? Because I know your Instagram, right, is mostly baseball collectibles. They need a big man. And not Porzingis, right? They already went through him. Oh my goodness, Matthew, the sauce boss with the hot raid. How's the stream, Matthew? Draft or trade for a big and they'll go places. Welcome in, everybody. Got some mostly do NBA and NFL. But yeah, have you packed anything good of late, or have you just been buying singles? I've been thinking about just buying anything and opening it on stream. Got the Cooks raid. Well, welcome in, all the Cooks buddies as well. Can't run the offense off to White Powell being at center. What happened to Christian Wood? I thought Wood was looking pretty good for him. Oh no, I thought that was off the wall. I'm gonna get doubled off. Insult to injury here. The way that I'm playing. Did I see the Drake London? No, I don't think I did. I need to go through and look at it. Is it like a limited number one? Where the cash? Yesterday, Stoff got a 1-1 Bryce Harper auto, and he posted in the Discord server. It was really nice. I feel like I should be buying more singles than packs. I just enjoy opening the packs on stream. Pretty nice number to 15. Oh, is Wood hurt? Yeah, Wood's the guy that can definitely fill up the stat sheet some. And thanks for thinking about me, Matthew. There's, a lot of great streams that are on. You rated this one. This guy's been grinding a lot, right? He's got some cards at P5, a lot at P4. As do I. Have a lot of cards up there. I don't think Trout's gonna get there. Can't even get there to cut the ball off. This goes into the gap. Got the raid. Tired but should play. So just raided to the GOAT. Hey, that's wonderful. Definitely the way to go, unless you like the thrill of gambling. Yeah, it's always almost like an impulse thing, and sometimes they make it like a sub goal too, where it's like, so many subs and we'll rip real life packs, but I'll be in Walmart or Target and see them there as I get towards checkout, and then $40-$50 later I got some packs I'm bringing home. Where if you spend $40-$50 on a card, go get yourself something nice and put it away to have long term, or even speculatively if you want to buy something and maybe try to flip it back later if you think a guy's like due for a big season or whatever the case may be. I figured let's dive for it. I mean, this is kind of a screwed up game for me at the moment. I'll keep battling because ranked, you don't want to quit out on ranked. I made a bad throw home. Thankfully we'll get that out, but man, down to touchdown right now. Yeah, the average viewers, right? Yep. Whenever you get those good raids, Matthew, and you have the new viewers that are in chat, when you can stay on for a long time, that can drive that viewership up too. But I didn't even know you were streaming because you came in and chatted for a bit. So Matthew got on and banged one out. Buy off of eBay too. Did you use any of those apps where the cash? I know there's some like baseball card apps that are out there. I don't remember the names. I recall a couple years ago people were telling me about them. I think it's more like to connect with other collectors and maybe do IRL sales and that sort of thing. Ricky will get a hit. It's got 13 hits in the game and 8 runs. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You're not a choke artist. You constantly get yourself into those situations to have a opportunity to even go 12-0. Be fine, but gotta get focused and get game 2. Yeah. Finally, I thought I had a 2-run shot with Condo, but we'll get one with Jazz. BR ain't it for you this year? What's been your favorite thing to do this year, Chowderhead? Is it playing ranked? Bought Julio Rodriguez first prospect Chrome the day that he hit his first major league home run. Got up since then. You just stick to eBay. Yeah, I thought about those apps, but I've never downloaded one. I think like Pilly Mama was telling me about it a long time ago. I've enjoyed Ranked a lot this year too. I haven't even played it a ton, but last season I got to 840, and I didn't really push too hard for World Series. I didn't allot enough time to go after it, like on a big session or two. But hopefully this season I'll get there. I think a big thing for me is McGuire's in the game, and I'm going to fly out with him. And even if I struggle with him, it's just really fun for me to just kind of reminisce and think about my favorite guy to watch as a kid growing up. And you can't use him in all the other formats, right? Like you might be able to use him in any event depending on what the format of that event is, but just getting to get in here and use my favorite cards has been fun. So you got to 939 first season. Hey, Marcus, how are you doing? So just keep trying to grind this thing back into being a respectable game. I guess we'll try Eckersley. I got Eckersley, and I was wrongly under the impression that Eck could boost like all the Oakland A's cards, but that's not how he works. Oh, Joker, good to see you. You gonna go for 1,000 this season, Chowderhead? You think? Joker, if you guys could do me a favor, please click Joker's Twitter, and his father's looking for a kidney. If you guys could just maybe like the tweet or share it, might be able to help Joker, help his dad find a match. So that would be huge. You're all set. Anxiously waiting the Laker game to start. So I didn't get to sit down and watch that game, but I was scoreboard watching, and it's like, all right, yeah, Nuggets, go Nuggets is what I'm thinking, Marcus, because I'm salty that you guys ended the Warriors season. But then the Lakers stormed back, right? You guys were down like 20 points, and you almost came back and got that one. So I think if you're the Lakers and you can get tonight's game, then it's really similar to that Warriors series where you got one out of the first two, and you still home court. I know the Nuggets said they were hunting D'Angelo Russell defensively, so I wonder if that'll be like more Schroeder or maybe more Austin Reavis or something running at the point. I mean, of course, the offense usually facilitates through LeBron when they really need a basket. Going to be sweatier than last season because the season's shorter. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I probably should have went after it harder than season one. I know season one's usually considered tough for those of us that are like borderline World Series to get there, but yeah, I might just play rank primarily. I may go through the BR program. Them taking away the sell thing irritated me, Chowderhead. And, I know for a guy like yourself, it's going to be a big windfall when you do go 12-0 when these programs reset. But I'd really love to go get Mickey Mantle, right? And if I could go and finish the program and get 100,000 subs towards Mantle, I'd probably be playing BR this very minute. Instead, it's like, well, what am I going to do? Go get Verlander? He's probably a marginal upgrade over somebody I can just buy off the marketplace. So I'm not so inclined the way they have it set up right now. Malik Willis auto. Wonder if he'll get a chance this year. Hey Matthew, I feel the same way about you, buddy. I'm glad that you like the stream and that you hang out here in your afternoons and evenings. And I know my hours are going to shift in about a month, 4 weeks, but I'll try to be on, when and where possible, so I don't lose too much contact with you guys that are, viewing Twitch in these hours. Lakers made the mistake playing small. They started playing big, started making the run. Yeah, I think the Lakers' length is a nice advantage. It's tough to drive on Davis and LeBron. Even Vanderbilt plays pretty good defense um, in there as well. Verlander definitely worth it, market worth. So I may go through and get Verlander. I was thinking to knock out my innings in this thing, and then maybe try to World Series push, in the last week or so. I mean, realistically, Chowderhead, if I run into a guy that's as good as you are, I'm not winning that game too often. I mean, I'm gonna win it maybe once out of, yeah, maybe twice out of 10 times or something, because the game's got enough RNG to it. Maybe only once, because I know you're quite a bit better than I am, but there's a few guys with World Series banners I've already beat on rank, so I know if I can beat those guys, I can find enough people that are beatable to finesse my way back up there. We'll send in Santana. Yeah, everybody has right. Yeah, I've beat top 50s before, but not in ranked. I've beat them in events and stuff. So I didn't get under the illusion that I was the top 50, but it's like, yeah, you can kind of get locked in or catch somebody that's a bit off. Santana. I don't know if he can make it there. No, I think I over-rounded too much. Now we'll get back to first. Don't know why Ham tried the 3-guard lineup against Denver. Sometimes you think stuff's going to work too, and then you get into the series and you got to start making adjustments. Top 50 is too much. Too sweaty every game. Man, I thought that was missing for a ball. Alvarado is a really good card. I haven't got this one yet. I should probably do whatever I need to go and grind out to get Chapman and those guys. All right, let's see. Down 4. I got 2 more turns at bat. Probably get just this one and the game after this, and then I'll send the raid out myself. But appreciate Matthew raiding and everybody that's here chatting with me. Anybody that's lurking from Matthew's raid too. Thank you guys. Sorry for the short streams, but for anybody that didn't hear, my AC went out a couple nights ago. It's in the 90s at the highs these days, and it's one of those things. Living in this part of California, a lot of us run our ACs once it starts getting hot, and you call in to get repair, or get somebody to come out and assess what's wrong, and it's like they can't see you for a couple days. So this room starts to get hot with the lights and the computer and all that. So today I was like, I think just a couple games, rather just check in than miss. But once the AC is set, next week we should be back to 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours. And then Saturday is my daughter's birthday, so I probably won't stream. If I do, it'll either be early morning or in the evening, since we're going to celebrate and have bounce house and all that fun stuff. So she's ready for T-ball later today. And her big brother. This was a rough game on my bullpen. This guy's been hitting well. He was tearing up Walker. Is there any cheap pitchers that I should get, guys? That you have recommendations for ranked? Like I bought Bob Gibson. He's in my rotation. I'll show you guys my rotation right now. I did want to save to get Mantle, but I don't mind investing, like 10 to 20,000 on a pitcher that can help. Lynn Gibson, Rocky. Isn't Rocky super expensive? I thought Rocky was like 100,000. Oh, thanks. No, you're ahead of time. Yeah, it's coming up. So she hasn't turned 4 yet. Thanks, Matthew. We're doing Daniel Tiger birthday theme. Guys, just tick some foul, and what do you throw him to get weak contact? Oh, come on, McGuire. McGuire scoops it. We're in good shape. Loved it as a kid. Such a great influence. And I'm old enough. I grew up watching Mr. Rogers when they were, live. Well, not live, but when he was still in his initial run. Of course, that's what Daniel Tiger's based off of. Is
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and yeah, it was a great influence on me. And I'm always happy to watch Daniel Tiger with the kids. Some of the other stuff that's out there for kids isn't so good. My son's bad about getting onto some of those like meme Minecraft video things, and he doesn't fully understand what he's seeing. So I tell him we can't be watching naughty ones. And I'm usually right there, but occasionally like he'll pull it up on his tablet or something. The YouTube kids, and don't want him becoming a little degenerate, at least not too early. He doesn't need to be an edgy teenager till he is a teenager. I was hoping to get a swing and miss, or you know, bad contact. Let's see. I got him to swing through, so game's still competitive at least. If he hits a grand slam there, it's like go ahead and start the bus. Play the show at 6 a.m. for you. I always just kind of enjoy looking at the fans because you never know what they're going to do. Maybe be ready to hit. that was great. Treated it like it was a slider, and you can see my placement and timing were hot garbage. All right, we got Trey Turner. Let's send him in there against the lefty. Somebody just closed the front door kind of hard and startled me in case you guys saw me jumping. That was why. Yeah, I thought it was staying up. Dang it. Figured, too, he may be wasting a pitch, but to my eyes, it looked good for a moment and felt like a better swing. Bumgarner and May. I have Bumgarner in the rotation. May would be a good one for me, I think. I know I definitely don't like facing May, so maybe I'll go by May and replace Walker. Or some of the other guys, as long as they're not too price heavy. Not that this guy wasn't going to tee off on anybody. I don't mean to make it sound like my opponent wasn't a good hitter, because he is. But I think going out there with World Baseball Classic Walker's probably done. Oh, is May program? Dang it, I thought he was one of those charisma cards that you could buy like Gibson. I feel like I should have him. Dadillo. And thanks for the suggestions, too. I guess I should have just thrown him circle changes the whole game. That was good. All right, we need a grand slam or multiple solo homers. Whatever. We need runners. Rally tap. I thought it was like the cutter. Could have sworn it was starting to move in. That was the cutter. I got Santander P5 yesterday. And just underneath it. Yeah, I don't like seeing May on the other side, so I got to feel in other people don't. R2 right trigger has brought back the card art, as opposed to pushing right on the D-pad to see what the opponent has. Just so you guys know. Not that I want everybody spamming R2 again, but that was out of the game, then they brought it back in. That's the start. I mean, we got to start at the start. Yeah, I kind of wish it wasn't tied to making your opponent wait, but it is what it is. Whatever. We'll worry about the defense if we get back to defense. Mickey, you gotta let that one hit you, buddy. All right, so we sent up Mantle. Got Sosa and Santana behind. Speaking of Camilo Duvall, here he is. got myself jammed up. I haven't watched the Giants this season, so I don't know how he's doing, but I know he has electric stuff at least. I was thinking he was going to throw a cutter to the outer half. Once it was there, I was lost. And we'll roll over on the sinker. So Seagulls get me 3 saves in a row for him. But yeah, this guy, he jumped the lead early. He had that 4-run second inning, and then I was just chasing the rest of the way. We battled. I mean, I shut him down the last 3 innings, but good game for him. Let me get Matt and Where the Cash up on the wall. I'll show you guys my rotation, and we'll see. He was a decent chunk of the way up there ahead of me. Now my concern is I'll probably play on All-Star, and then the pitch speeds will be slower, but with it being probably my only other ranking for the day, it's not that big a concern. But you get your eyes kind of get adjusted to the ball coming in faster, than it slows down. So I got Shohei P5'd. I don't really know if Shohei belongs in. Blackburn's been okay for me. Gibson, I mean, I haven't pitched with him much. I feel like it's just a lot easier to get hit this year than previous years. So Walker's just under 4. Check if I have May. So I don't think I have May because I thought he was a 97. I do have Pryor. I've seen people say that Pryor's annoying to hit. This guy I get shelled with. And then Cueto, not too good for me. So I don't know how I get May. Singapore, your favorite pitcher this year? Oh, Singa. Autocorrect must have got you because I wasn't sure who it was, but yeah, so many of those World Baseball Classic guys are good. Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's look at the marketplace and what we can get or what we should consider. Somebody said Dontrell Willis was pretty good. I thought about getting Fergie because I don't really like to face Fergie that much. Of course, Nolan's way up there. I may grind out for Verlander, but it wouldn't be something for today. And these guys are like the 97s and stuff here. For some reason, I was thinking Minaya was a 95, but Manaya's pitch mix seems pretty bad to me. All right, let me get the buddies on the wall, and I don't know what I need to do to get Dustin May. Forget where that card is. So, yeah, May sounds like he'd be an upgrade. You found E-Train easy to hit. I never thought he was supposed to be considered like a meta type pitcher, for what it's worth, but somebody came in, like when the card released him, saying how good it was. Okay, so where's that May card? West Affinity. Alright, so maybe I need to grind Affinity. Let me see if I'm close to that one. Like the next pack threshold. So I'm right on 7,500. Oh, it's not that pack. It's this pack. I'm 5,000 short. Exchanges. Do I have some garbage to throw in here? Didn't mean to call Manny Machado garbage. Or did I? Bear with me, fellas. And ladies. Hey, M-Hop, how's it going? I'm going to try to grab Dustin May for the rotation real fast. Mook Dog was by yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And I was talking to him. Man, I thought it gave me a lot more than it did there. I should have done one of the other ones. Because these are going to be even more costly. Conquest, Showdown, Henchman missions. Stat missions. Diamondbacks, Rockies. So I'm really close to having it with Diamondbacks. I wonder if I have a Diamondback player I can pop in there to finish that off real fast. If not, we'll get him our next time around. It's not like we have to pitch Walker again. I just need to get Walker out before we use him next time. So let's go try to get our points back. Imhop's fun guy. Hope you guys will check him out. I haven't got to catch a lot of his streams, and I don't think you have a ton of time to stream. If I understand your streaming schedule correctly, but yeah, I like watching you play and interacting with you on all the socials. So let's see. If we can get ourselves a game. Alright, so we'll throw Gibson and hopefully be good with Gibson. Yeah, I got quite a few mods. I'd rather have more moderators than fewer moderators. The reason being is because I stream, or at least over the years, I've streamed a lot, and then I stream different hours, and I can't expect anybody to be there like all the time. You know, some streamers, they get on every single day, and they're on for just a set amount of hours. And they might have one or two mods because they know that guy or gal is going to be in chat. Myself, it's like I might stream 80 hours in a week, and yeah, nobody's expected to be around that much. Matthew would be here all the time. So hopefully this guy does not hit Gibson well. So I say that he hits Gibson for a single. Ricky over rounding, and we throw him behind, but we're not going to get him. I gotta see if this guy's going to look to run with Ricky. I'm assuming this game's going to be on All-Star since my rating went down last game. The lights, they are changing. Marcus was just here. He was, I think he said he was anxious for the game, for Lakers to get going. Well, yeah, getting yourself down here off the rip is not a good thing to do. Nate Tape just got back from this game, saw 3 high school kids, coordinated. They rushed the field, dodging security. One looked 14. Did they get onto the field for a minute, or did security stop them before they even do anything? That's wild. Nate, thank you for the big resubscription. We'll get Nate on the wall, as we do in this stream. All over the outfield. They can't catch us all, right? Were they rough with them once they caught him, or did they just kind of surrender and go limp? I've never seen anybody hit the field when I was at a game. They were rough. And did the Mets get the win? I didn't look at the scores today. A's are idle. It's not like the A's are winning anyways. That thing just shot straight through. This runner's too slow. And I'm going to airmail the ball into the dugout. That's great. I could not get Jazz to run for what it's worth. In my defense, I was trying to get Jazz to take off and charge after him, and then he went late. All right, so we'll get out of here. without further damage, but he did get the 2-run homer. They needed it badly. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if we're on Hall of Fame or All-Star. Hitting is Hall of Fame, so this guy's up above me in the ratings. Sorry, I held that up. Favorite player is Acuna. Been crazy in the ratings. Yeah, Acuna used to be so high rated in live series, right? It would be nice to see him to have, you know, a full year of health and play well for Atlanta. Definitely an exciting player. So we both have Gibson. And that one got me super late. I was thinking sinker in, even if it would have been, I think that timing wasn't going to work. Just going to try to sneak Jazz aboard and go from there. Swinging through the slider. Didn't even get the PCI pulled in. Braves are scary good. Yeah, that team seems like it's stacked right now. Jumped early on the fastball. Yeah, they do. They have everybody locked up, right? And I mean, I know they lost Dansby, but that was like the one guy that they let hit free agency. Olsen is hot. Riley, yeah. I mean, they have just really good lineup all the way through. Yeah, Harris, Albies, all those guys. Pretty good pitching as well. Opponent's distracted. Had a guy yesterday that paused and I got the win that way. Oh, what's up, Dilly Tune? How you been, buddy? The tune's here. Dilly Tune, have you been playing PGA? I haven't been on it for a little bit. Probably be a good weekend with the major going on. You guys won tonight. Yeah, I chased off the plate. Sure, I was early on that. You've updated it, that's it. I think they updated to 60 frames per second, too. Pretty sure that's what I was reading, or it's coming soon. Didn't look at it that closely. You have the 60 frames anyways. Okay. Dilly's playing on the PC, so yeah, he's good. Yeah, guy got me up and in on the fastball to the righty twice, so he likes that for a strikeout pitch, and why not if I'm swinging that late? Turnabout's fair play. Let's throw him some fastballs up there. So Dilly, you playing a lot of MLB then, I'm assuming? At the moment? I don't know why he got the nickname. I think it was just more, for the memes or something. No, I think Myers wants to go spend time with his family, from what I've read. So I don't think it's a money thing necessarily. Um, they said the reason that he hasn't made up his mind, on one of the reports that I saw, was because he feels a loyalty to the big three and to Steve Kerr, so he may stay on. But they said Lacob offered him numerous different contract lengths, and that he's just apparently wants to make up for lost time with his family. That's true. He does epitomize it. And Bartello has a couple families. He had one family that didn't know about his other family. That got a long ways away from Condo. Football on steroids today. So much drama in the games that happen. I was trying to throw that first strike. And he did that. So what's happening big in the football world in Dilly? The third tier English football after promotion, playoff to the semifinal. One team came from 4 down, down 4-0 in the first leg to win. A lot of rumblings. He might go to the Clippers. I don't think so. Who knows? Jerry West is still there, right, with the Clippers, and West was with the Warriors when Myers got started. Well, that was bad mistake. I wasn't expecting it to be over to the side. Talking about real football. Those are fighting words for Dilly. He's across the pond. And Gibson just taking himself. That reminds me, I don't think I have the music on for you guys. The background music. The ambiance music. There it goes. Daughter's being loud. I'll mute for a second. Yeah, I'm not hitting Gibson great on Hall of Fame, although my opponent's been getting some decent swings and at-bats. That I'm chasing. Europa League semifinal. They scored an extras to beat Juventus. And man, I thought I had the PCI on that. Seventh final. I like Juventus, but I mean it's not like I follow them or knew they were playing today or anything either. How's Champions League looking, Dilly? Does it seem like there's a dominant team, or is it pretty open? Jumped on it early. My timing's just all over the place, too. Conference League final, Fiorentina scored last kick of extra time. Excited for the Jaguars to be in London. .128th minute. They took it down to the very end. And chase all the play. I was thinking, here comes fastball up and in. And I'm trying to gear up for it, and yeah, flailing. Natural for them to be there. Lots of Jaguars running around.
What do you got? One and one.
The London Jazz.
That's ball two. Two balls, two strikes.
Ricky will motor over. Why does this stadium and a couple others always look smoky? I play with it overcast on. I feel like it's easier on my eyes. So that's probably why it looks that way when I'm playing here. Oh God, I'm just overthinking the defense. I had one of those throws that was over to the side earlier, and then that time I was trying to hang on to it, and somehow I double tapped the button on the release. They increased the tickets for them at Wembley by 40%. Try to get him to dive to get the animation. That was smart running, I guess. He sacrificed the out for the runner to come home. So I throw it to second. I see he's coming in for the out, and then I started trying to preload the throw as the tag's getting applied, and that animation's just slow. So I'm getting my butt kicked here in this game at the moment. So you didn't renew for the Wembley game. Be going to the Tottenham game. Now, is it going to be Jacksonville going over for those games, or is it just always different teams? I know Jacksonville has wanted to play there a lot over the years. God, I can't stay back on the fastballs. I've had like 3 of them in this game. The others were to the lefties, though. Swing at ball 4. Jags versus Bills, Titans, and Ravens. Seems like those should be good games. And of course, we'll see how the season unfolds. So I chased 2 ball 4s. Might be going to Frankfurt for the. Oh, that's the one you want to go see, right? Go see your Colts in person. Is a Pat season ticket holder. So do they get priority then as being a season ticket holder for the international games? Try it well. Oh, that's really cool, Dealer. I didn't know that was a thing. I figured the international games, like, all bets were off. PCI check, but I mean, it's right down the line, so. Alright. That's a start. Gotta opt out of having first field. I'm gonna hit it well with Jeter, opposite field. Single. Let's try on the old button run on him. I thought he might throw it for a ball on that slide step. So I kind of got froze up when I saw the different motion. Newcastle scored 4 more goals in 8 Premier League games this season. I just got a piece of it. And he'll turn 2, I think. Dang it. I was hoping it was hit softly enough that we'd at least keep the inning going. As many times as they managed to do so in their previous 10 top flight campaigns combined.
second baseman, Robinson Cano.
And let's run right back. This guy's hitting the sinker really well. Most people, not all of them, but man, a lot of these guys just don't hit the sinker ball pretty much whatsoever. But this dude's teeing off on him. Let's see here. Mound is it? Get some arms going. Hard to climb back into the game when you're just bleeding runs. Sorry, I held that up. See Malone's quotes, talking a lot of S for a coach, is what Marcus said. But yeah, this is profanity free, as much as we can have it, Marcus. So that's why I held your message. But I don't remember what it was Malone said, but I thought it was a little bit. I know I read something that was like, it's a little surprising he said that. But I'm guessing he's just playing some head games with the Lakers, and Ham's kind of a, to me, he's a unknown quantity as a head coach. Like he's done a pretty good job from what we've seen so far, but can he mix and match? He did pretty well against Kerr, all things considered. But Malone's a good coach too, so I'm thinking Malone's probably just messing around, trying to get those Lakers off their game, and we'll see what adjustments happen tonight for LA. Like you said, the 3-guard lineups and all that. Going to be watching NBA in an hour. I'll be going to T-ball at the top of the hour, so I probably won't see much of the game. I might come back and right when it's winding down or something. But my daughter plays at 5:30 local time, and then my son plays at 6:30.
Ball 2.
Say it's first time we're up 1-0. Everybody thinks we're down 1-0. Yeah, I mean, I would think there's a measured reason why he would put that out there. I don't know if it's to motivate his guys or if it's just whatever. But sometimes those guys, I think, you just get bored of getting asked questions and start trolling. I think that Celtics coach, I know he's a rookie coach, but I think he's been trolling the media quite a bit too. One thing I hate with regards to the NBA and other sports, as well as the in-game interviews. Hey, coach, you're losing after 3 quarters. What do you need to do in the 4th quarter? Yeah, I'm going to tell you all my strategy right now so you can broadcast it and get relayed to the other team.
Ball 1.
Yeah, it's a tough task for LA, for sure. But that LA team, after the trade deadline's been just about as good as anybody. Man, Gibson is just the pitcher wall. He's killing me here. The one with Ricky was just a little weak tapper. That was an okay swing. Looked like it was going to go right on through. Timing's alright. PCI's bad, but sometimes you just got to bloop a couple in and then get a big fly. I have not had good swings on the sliders.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, a little surprised he threw me a strike I was expecting to take there. Alright, P5 Santander. 52 homers with him. I think that's the most I have with any cards so far.
That's the ball.
Pitch up and away, and I thought it was in the strike zone for him.
2-2 count.
And I chased up. Dang it.
Leading off for New York, the left yoke, Ricky Henderson.
The three-pointer that Jokic hit to end the third quarter was such a wild shot in game one. I didn't see it live. I saw the the highlights, and it was just like, man, Davis couldn't have been any better unless he like just blocked it out of his hand or something.
All one's the count.
And McGuire goes up the ladder to save base hit.
Now batting, number 8.
Yes, that was a better inning. At least I'm getting some innings out of Gibson. Last game was hard for the bullpen as well. Insane in the first quarter. I think one thing that could come of this playoffs, if the Nuggets do get into the finals, Jokic probably. I mean, he's two-time MVP, but he will probably raise his recognition amongst, especially like the super casual fans of the league. It's amazing how good of a player he is. Like I still feel like people don't talk about him as much as they should talk about him for how good of a run he's been having. Where do you think the NBA ranks Dilly Tune out in the UK, like sports wise? Of course, EPL's going to be like at the top of the food chain. How far down do you think NBA is as far as just your sports viewers? Oh man, that was a good pitch to hit. I was way below that one. Pay zero attention until the conference semifinals. Played quite a bit, you feel? Or that's played quite a bit. I misread that as you played it quite a bit. Man, I thought Sammy stung that over his head. That thing just died out. I don't want the recordable. Basketball court not far from where you live. I believe Ben Gordon was from London, but I don't remember if he was just happened to be born there, like if his family was out and about, or if he grew up there. The former Chicago Bull. Yeah, I thought Luol Deng as well. I remember he was getting crazy money from the Lakers last couple years of his career, not even playing, because he had signed a big contract. I guess it was just injuries and stuff that derailed his career. How do you acquire the Damon card, Snowman? So much stuff came out for set 2, and I haven't been on the game quite as much. I'm not sure where everything's at. University you went to was top 8 in the country for basketball. I hit the wrong deal again, sequence wise. Team Affinity, okay.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado. The batter, number 24,
Atmosphere always great.
Robinson Cano. Nope, outside.
If the areas was larger, they would have filled it out for sure. Could only hold 300 people. Yeah, I got Gibson settled down some. I don't think I was throwing enough off speed to start this game, but I got to get some crooked numbers up here. Considering I only have 2 hits so far, something's got to change.
Leading off for Oakland, the catcher, number 8.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, they didn't have more capacity, right, to get more folks in, raise more revenue. Would have been more fun for the players and students alike. I was looking for his pitch slider. He's been having success getting me with those, but swung super early. I chased off the play.
Nope. Catch inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, the fastballs killed me this game. I've been super early on them. That one, it's just a little late and underneath. Didn't get the PCI up and in the thing about university sport that's on Wednesday afternoon. That makes it tough, right? For like somebody that's graduated from your university to go out, catch a game, all that. He got me with some pretty good running. That time I was able to get him a little bit. American football on the weekends.
Second baseman, Jack Chilton Jr. Ball.
Hey, what's going on, Rick Slick? Thank you for following. How's your day been? Nice, always back in the game. People aren't going to go after graduation.
Inside, ball 1.
Sibling go on or play for the team. Did your brother go to the same university? My rating is like high 600s at the moment.
That's ball 3.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, or I would tell you. 100 miles away. Oh, I slammed underneath it. The fastball was the one I wanted on the previous pitch, but I watched it too long. Hey, what's up, Dustin? How you been? That's a good one. I saw it moving left to right, and I thought it was missing for a ball. Yeah, he's been good with the super dives. So that puts an end to the inning. Felt like I was going to maybe get that all the way tied up. University 10 minutes from home, or excuse me, 10 miles from home. Lived at the university campus. Oh no, I took a circle change motion. Lost my mind there for a minute. Yeah, I was trying to throw that for a strike. Gibson's got diamond fielding, so he'll grab it easily.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman. At the ball.
We're bringing snacks for my son's team today, so that's always fun. Mrs. Donnie was all over it. I was thinking to give them some baseball cards, but I didn't really get organized enough to do that. Just like some comments for the little guys. But I may do it a different day.
Ball 2.
Get them hooked to ripping packs.
2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes.
made a bad throw. He got me with Freddie Freeman. He must have had a huge lead. I was just locked in on the at bat, and yeah, I got caught off guard. SmackDown tomorrow night. Who's headlining, or what are you most excited for, Matthew? Oh, good swing. So still in that base, not getting that out's going to lead to a run. And we'll get Ricky. Lefty mini season is tough. Swing late and great. That's what I was told. Find the gap with Trout.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
And my timing was good on. Well, actually, I don't know if my timing was actually that good because that's on the outer half of the plate. But he hit me with the old slide still. Oh my goodness! I thought I hit that on the screws. That was a good swing. Although I chased off the plate, but I was like, here we go, slider away, right? And then Sammy just doesn't elevate it. Don't know if you're gonna finish left mini season, lose some good stuff, losing out on some good stuff, trying to get it done before the days are up. And Kensuke Kondo off the top of the wall. I thought he had a 2-run shot. And he'll get me at second. Dang it! Thought that was a 2-run homer, right? And then it just doesn't make it, and then I get hosed. Yeah, that was tough, right? It seemed like it was gone off the bat to me.
That's ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Yeah, this guy's got Kondo in there too. Kondo's like a nice card to hit with. Got me researching his career internationally a bit, and he's just like super versatile. So I'll miss him once season 1 expires. Soto not a good defender like Bob Gibson, unfortunately.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
He gave me the old kick save.
Oh, that's just out.
So,
I got a ball, 1 strike.
yeah, not too far in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's going, he's going, he's going.
And he's been a big fan of the slide step, so I slid at him as well.
Steal.
And that time we go. Alright, so need the old bloop and the blast.
Leading off for the Deuce, the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
That's a ball.
Well, I wasn't late. I was looking for the fastball. Thought he was probably going to come up and in. He's done it a lot, but that was a good location for it. I was looking the slider, but that swing not working. Gonna see if Ricky could sneak on. was in my mind hedging for that 103. Batista is not my favorite guy to hit against,
Second baseman,
but we're trying. How does Batista have the side step when there's nobody on? I know like a handful of pitchers have that this year. I don't know why that's coded into the game to be able to do that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I have had bad luck with the comebackers. He's stopped 2 or 3 of those.
leading off for New York, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Alright, we got Devers to get the out.
He's out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Nope, outside. Nope.
Wanted that one for the strike, but it just missed out. Location wise.
We got full count.
Oh, and he smoked it. Cano on Cano violence there. He'd been having some late swings. He's a good opponent's a good fastball hitter, but I've been throwing a lot of breaking pitches, so I thought, like, man, let's just pop him up and then. Was gonna go to Smith, but we're at the end of the game and we're chasing, so maybe keep Leaf fresh for the next game. And less than with the lefty. Hopefully just one batter for Wagner on Freddie Freeman. Alright, Jeter gets the out. We're going to need the 3 spot. Grand Slam would be fine. So he's got 7 runs on 11 hits. And he definitely racked up some runs there early in this game.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
So he can put that fastball away and jump at that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Thought it was going to hit the outside of the strike zone, but I think it had some good dip on it. Alright, bad start. Santander.
Anthony Santander.
Yep, that ball went out.
Felt like that was hanging. I was telling myself just to take, but we'll continue for a minute. And that splitter, golden knee buckle.
Nope. We got a full count.
Underneath the slider, that swing. And it was super late. I slammed the PCI, and I think I was dead on it anyways. Yeah, that's super late, but late enough.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
Thought I was on that, but man, that just jumps on me, this outlier.
Ball 2.
Almost reminds me a bit of Nolan, the way it kind of pops out of his hand.
Three to two.
And I swung through looking for the 4 seed. Tough couple games. Sorry to not get us some wins. Let's see if there's any moments or anything that came up today that we can do. before head out to T-ball. Was thinking to try to get there a little bit early, but I don't need to leave quite this early. Tomorrow probably will play ranked as well. Ideally a longer stream, but until the air conditioner sticks, and they are supposed to come tomorrow, it's hard to do really long sessions because it starts getting warm in here. Yesterday I was pretty sweaty at the end of stream. I think I already got Burns, got Hop. Wainwright might be good. And let's see if we get lucky on any of these standard packs. You too, buddy. Yeah, hope you have a great night. Enjoy watching all the NBA action. Or whatever you may be doing. Playing the show. All the good stuff. We're just looking for a quick Mike Trout before we get out of here. Or a Chase pack. I would take a Mickey Mantle right now. The nerve of them giving it to Coffee Time and not to me. Let's see. Not particularly good. I ran into a couple guys that were hitting pretty well and was chasing both of the games the whole way. No AC repair today, Wags, unfortunately. So, like I said, I booked 2 different ones. So, one was like an on-call, maybe we can make it thing, and I have an actual appointment with a different company tomorrow. So, it's starting to warm up here a little bit. How are you doing? You getting some progress on BR? I thought you were doing BR yesterday. Let's see. I'm caught up on that series. Charisma. Don't care about the World Baseball Classic. 4-day weekend. You're on a 4-1 run right now. I guess like we can do some affinity exchanges real fast and see if we hit something good on some packs. Because I have stuff just laying around before we send out a raid. You gonna stream, Wags, by chance? Because it'd be nice to get a raid into Wags. But I'll look and see who's on. The only annoying thing about this is like you don't know how much you have, and it's nicer to do the higher ones as you go through these. Helping son with homework in a bit. Right on. So that's, I don't think I'm going to get to 400,000. Might be able to get 200,000. Oh, Sam, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the cheers. Fun fact, the Argonauts are, of the CFL, are the oldest team in North America that's still using the original name. Forgive my ignorance, but what is an Argonaut, Sam? So yeah, I think we can do the middle exchange. And I know I should probably sit there and list everything up, but I tend to not always remember to do that. So let's do the middle one and see where that pushes us to. Maybe some packs. And we'll do a few of these because I was planning to end like around 5. And yeah, we can buy some time. Rip some packs. No idea. Okay. I figured when you dropped that nugget on me, Sam, that you were gonna be like, yeah, it's, you know, whatever that it is. I hope you guys will follow Sam. He streams all kinds of things. Big sports guy. I believe I met him originally from Coco Sports' community. Big NHL guy. And always a pleasure to spend time with. You know, like when you're doing a collection and you can get in there and hit like auto select. I wish there was a way to do that in these exchanges too. And then you could go like unmark the cards. Would be a nice little quality of life because these take a while to sit here and go through and get filled out. Man, I hope I got enough here. I got 2 more pages, and of course the values drop down as we go. Or I sit here and just put all this stuff in for nothing. I guess we can exchange it and just go buy something like a gold off the auction house if we need to. Alright, let's do that. We'll throw these commons in here as well, but That way we don't just wait all day for nothing. Okay, so like let's get to the packs. All right, so we need what about 10,000 exchange value, a little bit more. So like a couple golds, right? Or like an 81, I think, in an 80. So let me go grab that from these. Usually I like to just do buy orders, but for the sake of stream, do it faster. All right, Chriselle. Enjoy your 650 stubs, guy. All right, we got sell purchased, and I think we need an 81. That's not the filter. Doesn't have to be a Red Sox necessarily. I saw Gidry, but oh, Gidry's pricey. Rizzo probably be good. All right. I didn't actually do the math. I just looked at the math and thought that's what I needed. All right. Let's see. Team Affinity Season 1. We're doing Exchange 2. Nobody's got time for mini seasons and stuff, right? All right, there we go. Now, what did that get us? Some Team Affinity packs and closer to the Charisma. So let's go grab that. See if we get lucky. Hey, we got Salvador Perez. That's a small one. Not really, because we spent stubs. But, all right, pushing down the program. Let's check and see what else we got. Alright, so got the West done, 85% in the East, Central, exchanges. I do have that Perez card. That's like half of it there. I don't know what that Perez goes for, to be honest. Should look before I throw it in. Forgot that I had this one. Yeah, it's like 15K. We'll take it out for now. Let's see if we'll need it. It's got a lot of these dudes laying around that aren't going to make my lineup unless they get supercharged. Even then, we got Live Series done. Only big guy I don't have is Tatis. Got the 99 Kershaw and Sosa today. I've struggled with Sammy, but I'm going to stay with him for a good while longer in hopes that I can start hitting well with that card. Really loved watching Sammy Sosa play throughout his career. Alright, so we might just do the other exchange. I think we will. Sorry for checking all that. Alright, so we'll just do this one for 2,500 points. So will you be using Sammy a lot, you think, Sam? Or Kershaw? I remember getting the Signature Series Kershaw back in 2019, and that card was so popular and ranked that a lot of times you would match up with another player using the same card and just friendly out of the game because it was tough to hit him back then. Got him as your right fielder. Haven't used him yet. That's an unlockables pack, so not much of anything. Let's check the NL and then I'll raid out. Sorry for the pretending I was going to raid. So we did the West, right? We tried to get Dustin May. Let's see how we're looking in the Central. high-end stuff that we don't need. Tell you guys after a couple pages if we're gonna forfeit this deal. Yeah, I don't think I have 200,000. All right, let's just do this exchange. Too bad the exchanges don't double, right, and hit TA1 and TA2 at the same time. I did not play these affinity maps. I didn't do the showdowns. I filled out the map to get the standard packs, but that was about it. Twenty peepees. What's up, buddy? Are you grinding the BR program, Shawno, or do you not like that it went to no sell? Or are you playing rank these days? I'll play NFL once NFL season comes back. Oh, that's what you were talking about. I was like, this guy got 20 perfects. Thanks so much. What's up, PP? Shawno, that's awesome. Let me get Shawno on the wall and Nate Tape too. Let's see. I don't think that's any packs though, unfortunately. Or did it get me there? Okay, Central. Who should we take out of the Central? I could use some rotation help. Is there a Charisma Burns card? Let's see. Yelich. I have the Yelich. I don't use it. Brian Hayes. Who's better out of Green and Stroman? Do you guys recommend one or the other? I feel like I'd prefer not to see Green if I was hitting, but Stroman got me pretty good today too with that pitch mix.
What are you doing, step bro?
Nobody's gonna tell me. You guys don't have a recommendation. Oh, Green only throws 3 pitches. All right, we gotta take Stroman then. So maybe Stroman into the rotation, in lieu of Walker. All right, White Sox. The old Tony La Russa-esque jerseys, and I got time to do the other one. As well, exchange wise, see how much we have. So a little upgrade, I think, rotationally. And let's go back to the programs and exchange. My wife's tapping on the door. Hold on one second.
Sorry to bother you. Young's is on the phone and they said they can either come now or they'll put us back in line.
You're all ready? Okay. So now that we're about to go to T-ball, now they can look at our conditioning. So we'll just go with the other company. Yeah, the Vuvuzela. Love that sound. Let's see. Can we get this exchange in? Just depends what we have. Card wise, no gold, so probably not. Let's do the other one. But yeah, getting some of those charisma cards can help some of the gaps that I have with my team. So I think this will just be like an unlockables pack, but we'll see.
To the air, he drives one, deep left field. That goes Upton, back near the wall. It's out of here. Bartolo has done it. The impossible has happened.
But yeah, big thank you to Shawno, Nate, Matt, all you guys for resubscriptions. Matthew, big raid today. Sorry that the streams have been a little bit sporadic, but yeah, no AC. My eye is still a little red. Numerous reasons that I haven't been on, and trying to prep for my daughter's birthday this weekend. But hey, we'll be here more often than not. Coming days and longer streams coming up too. Let me get this exchange on. Hopefully get a World Series push this season. I guess at some point we'll do BR, see what the next event's going to be too. I did intend to play that golf game more than I have played it, but MLB's starting to suck up most of the hours streamed. But yeah, Pinaroo, I'll probably not stream Madden again until the new Madden comes out. I enjoy playing it, but you know, it's just that time of year where it's baseball season. Alright, so a little progress there on the team affinities. Let's see. Oh, it didn't even give me any packs. I'm super tempted to rip, but we better save our stubs. Let me see who's on. We'll get ourselves rated out and go and see some little guys and gals running around the bases. Let's see if we have any of our regular buddies in at the moment or on. I try to keep it in my head as to who I've rated and try to, you know, cycle the raids around. I don't think I've rated Demon Chase too recently. So let's raid Demon Chase right now. Yeah, we should have a good time. Thanks for saying that, Snowman. Yeah, got two out of 3 are playing, and the littlest one's just going to be running around on the bleachers. Oh, Michael's cool, but yeah, please don't suggest if unless I ask, Matthew. Just because I'm gonna raid Demon Chase, I want everybody to be hyped for Demon Chase, and if you throw another name into chat, then people might kind of veer out and say, "Oh, I don't want to go here because you know Matthew's not going to be there." But yeah, give Demon Chase a look. Michael's great too, but yeah, I try to take care of those that are here. You know, like if I see you on, see Shano on, Chowderhead, and I'm just mentioning those names because you guys have all been chatting with me today. I see Demon Chase quite a bit, and you know the whole saying about like dance who you came with, or dance with who you came with, like to a party or something. Those are the guys that have kind of made my stream, where he's more somebody that I know kind of more on the fringes. Not that I don't like him, it's just yeah. We're gonna take it to our guys, you know what I mean? So here we go. We're going demon style on the raid. Guys, please hype him up. About to be, like I said, a new father, and appreciate everybody being here. And yeah, we'll have a good time in that stream. But Kilo's here right at the end. Let me give Kilo a quick shout in case you haven't followed the Kilo Meister. There he is, and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. So I'll send the raid as soon as they'll let me. On my end, the raids never pull over all the people anymore, but it's just making me wait here on the countdown. If it doesn't take you to Demon Chase, please meet us over there. Here we go.